He just
All
said
right,
open.
thank you so much for rejoining us. It's Perspectives on OSRC Television. And our focus this morning is navigating relationships, understanding red flags before marriage. This came about, the news has been agog, the social media agog about a guy who refused to kneel to propose to the girlfriend, and the lady left him, and said she's not interested in the relationship again. So you have to kneel to propose to me, especially because it's on social media. The guy has gone a whole lot to decorate, make the place romantic. There are petals everywhere and all that. The friends were invited, people were invited, and time for him to propose, he refused to kneel, and the lady said, "Kneel now, kneel now." But he said, "I don't have to do that," and that's ended. The lady walked out on him. But there are developments because the guy now said he wants to collect his car, the car he bought for
Some people said
four.
he's collected it.
I saw the video
Yes.
where he and his friend, they drove to called that to meet him up, and he was insisting that you have to give me the car. And there's another.
The lady
The friend was
refused.
also, yes.
She
The friend
refused. She
was
said she
also
would rather
doing a
sell
video.
it.
Yes, a video of that situation. And he said, "Why? What is this thing with you and videoing every situation and all that?" And there's another video where he was also talking with his mom. His mom told him that you don't have to do that. If you know you were not going to, kneel to propose to her, why go
Through
through
the
all
paparazzi,
all
exactly.
those process and all that? You should have just done it inside the room, or both of you together in one place. You have invited people. You have done all the in an open place, and then you say you are not going to propose. You are not going to kneel.
But
and
really,
all of that. And
the burden.
the mom eventually also said, "You're too proud," which is
To
one
him.
thing to him, that you're proud. What that means is in him. Maybe that's also what the lady said. But this is what he. Let's take a look at it.
Okay.
Bolade, what are red flags?
Well,
When we talk about red flags,
when you talk about red flags, these are things that show they are roadblocks. You know, when you get to roadblocks, you don't drive across immediately. You have to pause before somebody say, "Okay, you can go on." So when you talk of red flags, there are things that are being revealed. Let me say that way, revealed, or things that is making you to think twice. That should make you to think twice. That should I go ahead with this relationship? Yoruba, we say, "Àwọn don't call your luminu," things that are worth thinking over, things that are worth sleeping over, and reconsidering the relationship if it's something I can go ahead with.
Okay. So what you actually you didn't mention what are those red flags in particular. We have several red flags and all that. And kneeling down to some people is a red flag. A typical whoever the person is could feel I can never kneel down for a woman, and all that. We have men like that. So it's kneeling down is also a red flag.
It's not a red flag.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because we
Now-
have women who cannot kneel down for men.
So now let's look at the situation of the scenario. Is it the guy who is exhibiting a red flag of being proud,
Or the lady
who is
So,
insisting
who is insisting
on
that is being
being knelt
proud?
down for?
Yes, because it shows
She's
a
not
lot
gonna
about the
watch
character
movie.
of the lady. To me, the guy has done so much to prove that he loves
He
you.
loves you, he cares.
He cares about you.
But on the second
I mean,
thought, if the guy has gone through, like she said, if the guy has gone through all these processes, when you do all these processes, the paparazzi, the flowers, and
next
everything,
thing,
the next thing is for you to
what comes
kneel
to
down.
but that is how
That's
he
how he
chooses to do his own.
Yes.
What you're talking about is beyond the red flag. It's beyond the kneeling down.
Yes.
Number one, they are not just meeting themselves on
that
that
spot.
Okay.
Now, there are some guys that their belief system is that when they are carrying something, a lady should collect it. That's how we were brought up in those days. when your husband is carrying a Bible or whatever, a woman collects it. Now, when that thing is being done during courtship, and you are the type you cannot do it, and you tell him, I'm sorry, there must have been something that guy did at one time or the other that lady didn't like.
Okay.
Now, what I say is that when you don't like something, put your feet down, that I don't like it. And by that time, this guy would have been seeing that it's as if this lady cannot bend. Then that lady would have been seeing that this guy, he's the kind of person who cannot also bend. See, it takes two to tango. You can, whatever I don't like,
Seriously, I like that the guy stuck to his guns. By not,
I also like that the ladies talk to our guns.
At least both could go their ways now.
They could go their way.
Yes, and that sorts it, because the guy could have
If a little
yielded to
thing-
public pressure, say, oh, just because
Yes, let me just do it to
let me
cover
just
up
do
the
it,
shame
then
and
you
everything.
make her pay, for the rest of their years in the marriage. Because
Yes, we have
even-
incidents like that.
Even if the lady had done it for the sake of that day, that
about
marriage
tomorrow?
wouldn't have worked.
Yes.
Yes.
If she had, accepted the ring without him kneeling down, that marriage will still not
Now,
work.
I have seen some people come for counseling with me, and the guy was saying that his phone he checks the lady's phone. I said, why? He said, they're not married. He said he bought the phone, so he has a right.
Oh. So if I
these are
bought my phone
things-
myself, then he doesn't have the right.
See, when
Okay.
it comes to relationship, it depends on your agreement. Let's put our cards down.
Okay.
If you begin to entertain that your boyfriend can check your phone while you are dating, then you have no right, you have no excuse of him not checking your phone when you're married. But I tell people that if you want to live long, if you want to keep sane, you don't put that as one of the options that this person can check my phone on that check. For your own sanity, don't check your husband's phone. Some people are of the opinion that we should not hide. There shouldn't be any secrets.
Yes.
But there are times that we are human beings.
Yes.
There are times that your husband say, I don't like this person, you like that person. Not necessarily that there's a relationship. So the best is that don't do what he doesn't like. Don't do what she doesn't like. Because if that happens, then there'll be a problem. So I tell people that don't do what that guy does not like.
Sorry, but I just like that. Everybody should, I think the best thing is for everybody to be real. Be real. This is me. This is what I
Who
can
I am.
tolerate.
Now, with what
this
you're
is what I
saying-
cannot
with
tolerate.
what you're
Now you
saying-
said do not check somebody's phone. So phones are more private now than private parts. I share with you the most sacred part of me.
All right.
So what's about a gadget?
There is something about the gadget. That gadget is destroying homes.
Yes.
Forget about
A whole lot.
checking your phones. When your husband is talking to you, and as a
And
woman,
and
you are
you're
busy.
That's wrong. Of course,
That's
that's
a gadget.
disrespectful.
That's-
It doesn't even necessarily have
That's
to be your
respect-
husband.
no,
So
yes.
for someone to be talking to you and you're going
mean,
through your
some
phone
Some
is
people
wrong.
even
It's
say
rude
that.
and
These are not
disrespectful.
Some people
paying
say,
attention.
continue, Remy, I'm hearing you.
No,
For me,
no,
I will
that's
stop.
wrong. That is
I will
wrong.
stop that conversation.
It's
In
a
fa-
different
in
thing
fact,
from checking the
without the phone, when I'm talking to you and you don't give me your attention and you're doing something else, I will stop that conversation immediately.
Yes.
Okay, so what role does self-awareness play in recognizing unhealthy dynamics?
Self-awareness.
Yes.
How?
Knowing who you are, like what you can take, what you cannot
Cannot
take.
take.
Marriage. Is that what you want me to say?
Yes.
Marriage is about compromise.
That's it.
That's the truth.
But there are
I
things that
tell
are not
ladies,
compromisable.
I tell ladies, a man that you cannot respect. Oh, you were classmates. You were in secondary school together. You were in INCC together. You are in the theater together. You are in the courtroom together. As long as you cannot respect that man, please stay away. Don't go into that relationship. Because even a gay man,
Deserves.
no,
your
not
respect.
deserves. We expect his
You
wife
too, yes.
His
To
wife.
respect,
Wife, of
yes.
course.
to respect him. Now, if the boss or where that gate man is working, as if the boss, who is a woman, is unnecessarily rude, if he's bold enough, you tell Sheba, but a man is always a man anytime, and they have their ego. So if you know you cannot rob a man's ego, please let him go.
Stay away.
Marriage is not compulsory. Yeah.
But I think I once posted something on one of
group.
our other platforms, where a woman shared her diary. Says they've been married for 38 years, and to her, I think the husband's going through some terminal phase of a disease, and she was just, having a kind of flashback on how it all began. For the 38 years of their marriage, it's not about the kind of love that young people of today share. Is leaning, is not leaning, is doing. It was about understanding. The man provides, she makes it available. In terms of food, the man brings, she dispenses well, and the man respects her. That to her, that matters more than the romance, that we have today. Who is pouring petals on the floor. He said today he looks at what children of today, can't prioritizes, and because of that, and I looked at it. I think that was why I posted. I said, seriously, if we look at it, if a man respects you, and you know that a man respecting you does not include leaning down for you.
Yes.
A man respects you, knows that, this lady has such ambition. He stays, he's with you, giving you the backhand support that you need to be who you need to be, to get to the top of your potentials.
Yes.
That's a good one. And he doesn't talk down at you in public or even in
private, even at home, in front of your children or family members.
And he does that. And he pays your bills, at least to the best of his capacity. Or in today's world, of course, we can't say a man should pay all the bills. We all can see now. We all go to the market. We know what it is. But at least substantially, cares about you. Those things that we know men to be doing, that we know our fathers to have done. Isn't it sufficient? Why is it that we're adding more to this?
Prioritizing kneeling down.
Embarrassing go beyond that day.
Imagine.
Yes.
When they get
It's
into
just for the
marriage,
social media.
when you get into marriage, then you see the true color of the person you have married. Is a traditional man,
Or
is a
not.
British man, or American person? The truth is that there's what we call love language. Now, these two people we are talking about, the man and the lady that say, I want you to kneel down, there's what we call love language. That's number one. You need to study the love language of each other to be able to meet that person, their love. Another thing I would like to point out is that the mother of that guy didn't discipline him. She didn't train him well. So, when you discipline your child...
What about the mother of the girl?
Both of them.
Okay.
You see, this is one thing with us. Any little thing we hit stray bullets just
parents.
to parents, like stray bullets, boom. What if the child refuses
That is another
to
thing.
learn?
That is another thing.
Take training.
Exactly.
We have
There is a
one coil bar. And then
Why
me,
don't you
a
record?
coil bar. You were trained, you refused to, take
They
training.
do say that in school. You go through school goes through you.
There is a level in the life of every individual, my life, your life, that parents will have to play. For example, the foundation.
But after that foundation, how you build on it afterwards depends
There will
on
still be some elements. There should be some crumbs
Fine.
that are left behind.
Exactly.
Now, it is not left to reconstruct. I say to people, let me say it in Yoruba, "Oh man, binyo, your man to arebi."
Let's
All
do it
right.
like that.
All right. Our time is up. Let's go to the newsroom to take developing hearings. The conversation continues afterwards. Please do stay with us. Trending stories. The Supreme Court has dismissed the appeal filed by the governorship candidates of People's Democratic Party (PDP) Agbola Ajayi against Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa. This followed the withdrawal of Ajayi's appeal. Ajayi, through the East Council, said that he withdrew the case after due consultation with members of the PDP. He extended his best wishes to Governor Aiyedatiwa and pledged to continue to work for the development of Ondo State. The five-member of the panel, led by Justice Inyang Okoro, also dismissed the appeals filed by the governorship candidate. Okay, that's of SDP, Bamidele Akingboye, and his Allied People's Movement (APM) counterpart Ogunfeyimi Kolawole. Counsel to Akingboye and the SDP had informed the court of the intention to withdraw the appeal due to the death of the appellant. All right, Shade?
I think it's a nice one there. It's a nice one for democracy, and at least now on the state, the government can face the business of governance and
away from all the
yes,
litigations
away
and
from
all
litigations
that.
and all of that, and it shows statesmanship,
Yes.
on the path of Agbala Ajayi to have withdrawn, from the case, albeit Governor Aiyedatiwa has been winning,
From the tribunal.
From the tribunal. So kudos to both parties.
A big congratulations to Aiyedatiwa again.
Again.
It's
Too.
yes, again. And Ondo State is known to be a peaceful state, and for him to withdraw the case, then it is honorable.
Honorable,
He's
It's very honorable.
Yes.
And also the fact that even AC has hailed the victory of Aiyedatiwa and congratulated and are calling.
At least now he
Another
can
thing is-
focus.
yes, he can focus and calling on everyone that we should work together. I mean, it's for the progress of the state.
We all want the
we
progress
all
of
want
the
the
state.
progress of the state. So let's work together. So, like you said, it's a good one. Still on political stories, the governor and his deputy, the thousands gathered at Rivers Courthouse for Fubara's return after President's lifting of emergency room. The governor and his deputy are expected to take over the leadership of the state 6 months after President Bola Tinubu imposed emergency rule on the state. An excited crowd of supporters had gathered at the government house waiting to welcome Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odu. Officials from the state emergency services were also on ground. Fortunately, Fubara and his deputy had been away from the governors of the state for 6 months after President Tinubu declared the state of emergency in Rivers, citing a political crisis. The former administrator, retired Admiral Ibok Etebas, who handed over the reins of power on Wednesday night, urged political actors in the state to embrace mutual respect and dialogue on a state broadcast.
It's actually a good one that in River State, at least we finally see the end.
After the
journey.
after the bass goes.
The bass was too loud, and let's thank Mr. President for the role he played.
Yes,
Some are
yes.
still questioning if the state of emergency was necessary.
That's the answer.
At that point, how democratic is the state
yes.
of emergency imposed in River State. But then it's also good to see that Wike and Fubara are now on the same page.
They're getting
because-
along.
Yeah, they're getting along. But one would also want to think that we hope that the agreement, is not just political. It's not just for
yes.
politicians' convenience, but at the betterment,
Of
Of
the
the
people.
people, the generality of the
It should be
people.
about the people and not about the actors themselves. It should just be because now it suits Wike and Fubara. No, what does it pose to the people?
Some are even
of
saying,
Rivers
does
State?
it really suit Fubara? That's another thing.
Like you said, we have people that went there to welcome him. We don't know people's intention. Maybe them
Yes,
gathering
could be.
there was to
Yes.
welcome him, but him failing to show up.
It's another
It could
thing.
It's
be
another
for
thing.
security reasons.
Whatever
It could-
reason it is,
could
these
be
people
for-
waited for 6 months for him. They
He
waited
was
for
going to
6
show
months.
up
He's supposed to maybe whatever. Maybe he should give us a reason why he didn't show up. At least not to us, to the people
mean, to
that
the
went
people.
there. You know, to welcome him
Everybody,
back to the
even
system.
though we were not
But
in Rivers
it's a
State,
good
we
thing
were
that,
also anticipated to see
exactly,
the
they-
welcome.
yes,
But then
because-
I wouldn't want to say we should blame him for that, because for security reasons, you know, these days where you have stray bullets, things like that, you know, it
Anything
could,
can happen.
Anything
yes,
can
could
Look
happen.
at the
Yes.
issue of the
The
US.
so
Yes.
You know, Kirk
it
that
could
was
be for security
murdered.
reasons that he didn't
Uh,
show up. Or maybe some people are entertaining fears when he said he's even lost interest in governorship. Maybe some people are thinking maybe he's not coming back. Come on.
Okay, but
He will
it's a good
eventually
thing
come
to
back.
hear that Wike
will.
said that peace has finally returned to Rivers and Fubara will resume.
Fully.
Any
It's a-
moment from now.
it's a
And he also
congratulations
said,
to him too.
Yes, he also said there is no plans, you know, of suggesting commissioners for to Fubara
It is well.
and and analysts are opining that will Fubara truly be in charge
Oh,
of the
well,
state
we'll
he
keep our
doesn't
hands
have the
crossed
local government
to analyze
Yes.
how
under
it-
him.
You know,
You-
yes.
you remember the local government election
Yes,
has been
yes.
held in his absence. now.
in his absence. He
So-
didn't even show up for that election.
So he's
and
inheriting
and APC won the majority in that state, a state that had been known to be PDP,
PDP.
state.
Yes.
So it remains. We will know
Quite a
whether.
lot
We
of
will know.
questions.
With
Quite-
time, we'll know. It will unfold.
Seriously, that's
It will.
Rivers politics now, let me say, is bordered.
Yes.
So we're going to see how it all
Little by little, we'll get to know about it.
And you know, the State House of Assembly have also, during plenary, called on the governor to present the budget for the rest of the year and also submit his list of commissioner nominees. We'll see how that goes. Let's move away from that because we have time to another story. Nigerian singer Habib Okikiola, popularly known as Portable, has declared that he will support the first presidential candidate who pays him ahead of the 2027 general elections. Portable remarks come as President Bola Tinubu's administration faces public criticism over economic hardship and calls for electoral reforms. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has consistently warned that vote buying undermines the integrity of Nigeria's democracy. So, Zazu, Zazu Corona said politicians seeking his support must provide financial assistance before
Coming from Portable, that means it says a lot about our politicians. Indirectly, he's trying to say that our politicians sort them out for votes. Indirectly, that's what he's actually portraying.
He's an artist.
Whatever it is, he is supposed to uphold the integrity of the country, not to say
that he
things
can-
like that.
when you invite me to
Yo,
play,
that's not an invite. That's you buying his votes.
No, it's about royalty.
No,
you
but-
understand?
but-
He
but-
performs to pay.
but-
No, most
In
musicians,
this
Don't
case,
forget.
most artists, in order to stay safe, you understand, would like to be neutral. You understand? People like Two-Face and
But
all
it's
that
not
to
saying
say
it's
that
going
He's
to
not
be
saying
neutral.
it's
no, that's
neutral.
what I'm saying, that most of the artists, musicians, you know, they prefer to be neutral, not to publicly associate with any political party.
Yes.
That's because they don't know where the swing
pendulum will swing.
and then they don't want to be on the wrong side of the divide, because it's going to tell a lot
Yes.
on their brand, you know, under that government. So they prefer to stay neutral. But it shouldn't surprise anybody that Portable is taking this stand. Portable is controversial. And
Wait,
no.
You know the one that got me there is the fact that he also said whoever pays him
Whoever
So-
pays
so
him, that means
he's
he's
not-
selling
he
his
will vote
votes.
So it's not
he
about
will
his-
vote for. It's not about his business now. Yes, he wants financial support. He also said, "I will vote for the person."
whoever
he's indirectly
engages him in his
telling
campaign,
us that
he pays the,
we can buy, or people can buy our votes. We can sell our votes. That's what he's doing. You know, coming from a public
I don't
figure,
know
he's
when-
supposed to
when
be.
we
Portable
are
should
going
not be
to-
given too much of
Well,
attention.
true.
Please, let's
Okay,
move
let's
on.
move on. The federal government, not Portable this time around that we are giving attention. It's the people.
Yes,
Because
it's
a
not
lot
Portable,
of
it's the people
also
and the comments he
already
made.
have their mindset already on who will pay higher during election, and when it comes to vote buying, that I will give my votes to. That's just
That's what
that-
he's
That's
portraying.
a sad one.
Yes.
You can't say you're not supposed to sell your
Yes,
votes. You're
and
not
I-
supposed
And we
to.
keep saying
We're
it. Don't
supposed to
sell
be
your vote.
patriotic
Yes,
and
exactly.
just
Whoever it should be, there should be a person of integrity, a
Oh,
person
exactly.
for the people, not because you have the money, not because you want to sell your boy or you need the money to sort one or two things out.
Okay, moving on. The federal government has approved the inclusion of Chinese language, Mandarin, in the revised national curriculum for senior secondary schools across Nigeria. The decision follows a comprehensive review of the school curriculum aimed at broadening students' global competitiveness and fostering stronger cultural and economic ties between Nigeria and China. With this development, Mandarin will be taught alongside existing foreign languages such as French and Arabic, giving Nigerian students more options in second language acquisition.
That's a good
Education stakeholders say the move will not only promote cross-cultural understanding but also enhance opportunities for Nigerians in international trade, diplomacy, and technology partnership, particularly as China remains one of Nigeria's key economic partners.
It's a good
What
one.
say you?
It's a
We
good one.
agree.
But
Good
I hope it's not going to be compulsion. You know, at some point, French was compulsory.
Yes, at some point, yes.
Yes, which was good. But to me, when I saw it, I was like, why is Chinese? But then, looking at the economic importance, you know, because China is
actually
yes
going higher.
So, but it could be something that should be optional. You understand?
Not compulsory.
Yes, not compulsory.
I think I read a story online that
That's it. It's
says
a
a
good
lady
one.
went. He was crushing on a particular actor, and she went to learn Chinese language.
Yes.
Fortunately for her, she was employed.
Yes, it's a good one.
Okay,
So let's
It's
let's go
interpreting.
on.
we have diverse opinion on this. In
Yes.
fact, some are already saying, I hope Nigeria has not been sold to China.
It's not.
No, no.
All right,
So,
but
I mean,
we
can we
also-
just go to like pay the number
next-
7 and let's move to some other.
Okay, but let's also talk about this. This is very, very important. The Lagos State Police Command and the Lagos State government have opened investigation into a viral video showing some young adults suspected to be students of Excel College Ejigbo smoking and dancing inside a hostel rather. The footage believed to have been recorded in April but resurfaced online this week has triggered widespread outrage among parents and education stakeholders. To be seen that students in uniform, school uniform, were seen passing cigarettes to one another with bottles suspected to be to contain alcohol, and you also see female students.
Students
This is
smoke a
this
lot
is
of
this
things
is
these
this
days.
is not it's not
It's not
cool
what
at
we are known
all.
for.
It's,
It's
not,
not.
It's not good at all.
For secondary
But
school students.
it's
That
something-
shows
And there is a
how-
saying
how
that
the moral decay.
yes, has gone so bad. There's a saying that smokers are liable to die young. What happened
Some older people who have smoked for years.
For years, they're
will
still alive,
tell
of
you that I've
course.
smoked for over
So,
40 years,
yes,
and now I'm
and,
80. How come I've not died?
But
like
But
yeah,
really, parents needs to be more observant of their children.
And watchful.
Recently, you know, at the beginning of the program, he said, "I'm welcome" and all that. I've stayed in student circle for a while away, and I saw a lot of things that breaks my heart. That I began to wonder, what's the world turning to? Young adults, girls inclusive.
Yeah.
You know, the vibe on smoking and taking different
smoking
stuff.
whatever comes their way.
It's
Most
so
of them don't even know
it's
these
so
things.
Disturbing. It's so disturbing that some even do a live video.
Video.
You know, while at
Being
it.
being
They
proud
jump-
of such
they
attitude.
jump to it. They, before girls would shy
Will
away,
shy away,
from,
no,
this thing,
decency
these
and
days
all that,
they
but-
publicly own it. Like
it's
they
sad.
publicly
But the
own
good thing is that the Commissioner Basic and Secondary Education, Jami Ali Balogun, who condemned the conduct and has also called for investigation into this. Also, the school will be looked into how come they level of negligence on the part
Of the
school
teachers and all
authority.
that.
Parents
Yes.
still need to investigate their own children.
These are
Your
our
own child.
leaders
Not
of
just,
tomorrow,
listen,
smoking their lives away.
I was having a conversation with someone and says, some parents will just say, I trust my child. It's not enough for you to say you trust.
Yes.
Sometimes visit
Bring
them.
Check on them.
Yes, check
Visit
on
them. Go to the
Do you
hostel.
know
Check
who
on
their
them.
friends are?
Know their friends.
So please do. And sometimes when you say you're visiting too, some parents will come before they get to the hostel. The guys have cleared
Arranged
the whole
themselves
thing
and all that.
Everywhere is
Please
set.
give an unaware surprise. Just give a
Un-
surprise
unawares,
visit.
I keep it
Something is really wrong with our education sector, and a lot needs to be done. I also read a story where the Benue teachers were being recruited to
About 9,000 of
schools,
them.
no school to even go and teach.
So should we call them
No,
ghost
they will be
workers?
posted now. Where we are, is there a place where we
Posted
have
in
over-
Benue State without no school, no roof, no building, not students.
I heard the story, but I was like, wow, is that from the government or a fake
course.
recruitment? That there could
Yeah,
be
yeah,
a
that's
It's possible that
Is
it's
it
a fake
one?
That's
recruitment.
another
Or is-
angle. That's another way to look at
that's
this.
it.
How genuine
Is
is
it?
this recruitment that is being talked about? Is it a fake one or a real one? Well, it just got to.
But come on, a whole Benue State doesn't have a school.
They
That's
have schools.
They have
of
schools
course.
And
Not
so-
like they don't have. They have schools, but
And I
there are
know they can't
laws.
be having surplus teachers
but
in the existing
ex-
schools.
exactly.
To the extent of now posting people to ghost schools.
And we also know
So that's
that
not going-
Benue has had its own fair
Yes,
share of
yes.
insecurity,
Insecurity and all
in
that.
that state, and a lot of schools are also closed and all that. So, but then I'm sure the government will look into this, especially now that it's in the open. They want to question it. They want to ask how come and all
Yes.
that. Okay, moving to the next one. The Niger State government has banned any form of religious preaching in the state and ordered anyone who wants to preach to obtain a license. The Director General of the Niger State Religious Affairs, Umar Farouk, confirmed the ban in a telephone chat on Thursday and said any preacher who wants to preach must obtain a license. He disclosed that preachers have between yesterday and the next 2 months to obtain the licenses. It is true the state government has banned preaching. Any preacher who wants to preach must secure a license between now and the next 2 months. The chief imam of the Federal University of Technology, Mina Bashir Yankuzo, who reacted to the ban, said the government cannot stop preaching. Also, the secretary of the Christian Association of Nigeria said he's not aware of the ban, and he said we shall come up with a statement when we are officially informed.
I don't know. You can't think for people. My thoughts, your thoughts, they are two different things. You can only guide someone to think a particular pattern or a particular way, not what the person think in general. You can. There's a saying. Maybe we are defining a noun. You can think a noun is a name of a person, animal, place, or things. We all know that. But you looking at it from another aspect, a noun is a naming word. That's your own thinking. This is my own thinking. Do you get? We cannot think alike, and he cannot make people think like him or behave like him. So for me, I don't think it's right. And he cannot compare our world, Nigeria, to other people, other countries. Those people are different. We are different. We are unique
Maybe you mean to say
in our own way.
that there are certain countries that we already know. As a state, they've
Yes.
declared for certain religion.
Exactly.
This is, for instance, this is an Islamic state, and then they know that they have to follow the Sharia
Exactly.
law and all of that. But Nigeria,
It's not.
as
Nigeria-
far as we are concerned today,
No, but the
We have
preaching-
liberty
Don't
to
preach now. It's not against a particular religion.
okay.
No, he's not.
It's not.
He's just
They're
saying
not preaching.
that,
But
yes.
and that's why a chief imam went against it, and the Christians are also saying, "How come?" It's not as if they are saying Christians cannot
sometimes
preach.
The man go
look at it,
tire.
if you-
How many
if
will
you-
you go through? We have so many churches. We have so many mosques
It's,
everywhere.
it's also a way of regulating that, which is good anyway.
Regulating
yes, regulating
preaching.
the numbers of
Are we
Churches
saying?
centers and
or-
all that. Because the more churches and mosques we have, the more crimes we're still having.
Well,
So
even
if
the
we say
The
number of-
crimes we are having
if
has
we say-
nothing to do with our
If
religion.
we say we want to censor it, you understand? At least that could put some kinds
In what
of
way is it being censored?
now you have to get license.
Don't preach.
You
Get
have to be
license.
licensed to preach. Maybe the governor should even say they should come with their sermon notes so he could see the content.
Headache go to her.
Really?
Because how many you want read? How many you want go
No,
through?
he's not the one going through it. There's a committee or a
Whoever
board,
is going
whatever,
through
and
it,
that's
whatever
all.
committee,
Maybe-
you get tired, you
maybe
get
the
exhausted.
The Muslim clerics will have to submit to the Islamic board, and the Christians will have to submit to
Then the traditionalists. Of course, we have the traditionalists.
What does the
those ones don't
Constitution-
really do much
What does
to
the Constitution say about this?
this. So
There's so many
if
things.
you look at the excesses of
Yes.
some people in the name of religion, in the name of being religious leaders, you might not. What's currently happening in Niger State that warrants the governor taking
say
this
such,
position.
yes.
So it's very important for us to know that.
Yes, and also I will have.
And it could also be a
I
way
will
of
have thoughts in
accountability.
the area of probably the street preachers, and all that, and like you said, we have a lot of issues regarding this where people can no longer sleep in their homes.
Yes. The tarry nights have been vigil nights.
Exactly. But then
Somebody will say in a space where he has designated as a mosque or a church, and just him and two members of his family, then they have a loudspeaker on the streets.
I think we had an incident like that in
That's not fair.
one of the states. I don't want to mention the state where they had plans to build a mosque there, but as God will have it, a church built first. So now they are asking which should leave for the other. They took it to court
that one
for
another
that.
one. Let's move ahead. A viral video captures the moment a new mother flared up after her child was given an intense massage by the grandmother.
Crying uncontrollably. Where? After they finish us, man.
You go sleep. You will sleep. You will sleep a sleep of soundness.
I'm telling you, just that.
If baby snore, I'm sure that child will snore.
I'm telling
After
you.
such massage.
Which baby?
They
They'll
did
be
it to
sad.
us and
Bring a pediatrician,
Yes.
to actually look at this for us to talk about it, because we need to look at the pros and the cons of
it,
this.
yes.
What
I think we
advantage
should still
does
make
it
it
have?
a topic.
Yes,
for
we'll still try and make sure that we talk about it, because they are the one who can talk to us more about this. But for me, it's something we've been practicing.
we've been doing
It's
this
something
for
we do.
years.
Does it make it right? The fact
Well,
that it's
true,
been
because-
there
yes.
down in
No, but
memory.
what
Our
is the
last one,
advantage?
because we
Oh,
don't
my
have
limited
much time.
time.
Nigerian chef Hilda Pache has broken the world record for cooking the largest ever pot of jollof rice in Lagos last week. Guinness World Record
It happened last week.
Yeah.
I was in Lagos last week, and I was busy.
Did you take part? Did you hit?
Yes. I was actually busy pounding bitterly for the jollof rice.
Bitter leaf.
This babe
You don't know?
Wait till Italy. But the interesting one, congratulations.
Congratulations to her. We are happy.
Yes,
for her.
it's the fact that another. This one is from Sharon's place.
Go Anna. Go Anna. Go Anna.
I said it will cook. She will cook world's largest pot of Usang Ikpong soup in Uyo.
Usang Ikpong.
Usang Ikpong.
So
Everybody,
stop.
this one started doing this at turn. Not
Yes.
at turn. All the turn.
I think we should do
Do you
perspective
know how many-
turn.
Do you know how
talk
many
for
turns
us.
that is being done in Akure? Do you know some people in Akure also won the Guinness World Record, after the Dabasi. Even before that, it's just that either maybe because of a circle of friends and all of that, there is so much noise, publicity,
Yes.
then intentionality
Surrounding
that
her,
she
she puts
into
a lot of
her
effort
account,
into
yes, into it. For instance, the Jaco boys that one day
I was
skipping, drop, a lot
Skipping.
happened. The boy that did the speech turn, whatever, the footer guy,
Yes.
we've had two in Akure, but the
all
noise.
of
Were you there?
All of
You
this
wanna-
came after
Hilda
that.
came up.
Even before
News came
Hilda,
up.
we've been having people won records.
I bet,
But
please, what are
Hilda's
the-
own is
let me ask
spectacular.
you,
The
this,
benefits.
This soup, I'm interested. What are the?
I think we need to go
mention
to
some of the
Uyo's-
ingredients.
We need to
in
go
the
to
soup.
don't worry. Let me know.
Mention some of the ingredients.
When we get there
I
to
just
you,
looked at-
I don't want to
I'm
spoil her
going to
show.
bring the largest pot
Marigold.
of marigold
I don't
soup in
want
the
to
world.
spoil her
So
show right
please,
now. Go Hilda.
be ready
I'm sorry.
to
Go
influence for me.
no, all
Let
the
us
way.
go Shade now, because you must influence for me. Let's make the noise, largest pot of marigold soup, So
We'll do
wait
it.
for
We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll host it live.
You see already you are laughing at my idea.
No. I
No,
support
no,
your
no, no,
vision.
I support your
I support
vision.
it. I
I'm with
support
you
it.
all the way.
100%.
The marigold
In fact,
soup,
you have the backing
what you want to
of all of
That
us.
would be cocoa. It's not just about the soup. And she didn't. And I
can
didn't
say
tell us what we are
pupuru.
going
Can
to
you
use
pupuru
to
to
use our
eat it?
Don't
Can
worry.
you
We'll
expand
bring
it
it up. We don't want to spoil it. We want to give you a good surprise.
All right. Once again, congratulations to Ida Bachi. She has done it a second time, and it's a very good one for the country, for the good reasons. Let's be recognized
For good things.
Let's be known for the right reasons. All right, your party short this morning.
Okay, do what is right and stay well.
Shade.
Yes, for the nation to be a better place, for our society to be great, we all have a part to play. So play your part as I play my part, because it might not be easy for you to change the world, but it's easier for you to change yourself first.
Change, they say, starts with me. Until we meet again next week, special thanks to the producer, the supervisory producer, executive producer, the crew member, the TDs at the other end who made the show a success today. We will return next week. My name is Remy Allen. It's bye from here.
Bye.
All right, many thanks for rejoining us. Welcome back from the newsroom. You're still watching Perspectives on OSRC television, and our guest Bola De Bola is still very much with us. We are looking at recognizing red flags. And we painted the scenario of the situation that has been online, the proposal go sour, new, don't new, and the whole thing ended. We'll be looking at issues, how can we recognize red flags? Bolade, for you, do you think this kind of a relationship can be worked on? And at what point should someone consider walking away versus working on issues?
Yeah, since it's just a relationship and not marriage, like this guy and the lady, we are seeing red flags. You get what I'm saying? What I also said earlier on that there has been some things, that have happened in this line, not kneel down. Maybe the guy wanted something and he said, no, I can't do it, and maybe he has been overlooking it, that it does not matter. There are some things we say it does not matter in relationship. But if we sweep it under the rug and go into marriage, definitely those things will raise the rug up by themselves and become haunts. So, what are we talking about? When you see something, what you consider as a red flag, is different from what Shade is considered as a red flag. For me, even genotype is a red flag. For some, they can say, it does not, our faith, I believe it. God can do it. We can marry. I have testimony of people that have done that. Whereas some people say it's a no. In fact, for some it's a no-go area because they are knowledgeable. So the knowledge of what you have will determine if you consider something a red flag or not. For example, you can also say, your parents can tell you that don't marry from this particular place, and this is the person that is talking to you. Nobody has even come. But the only person that is talking to you is from that place where your parents say you should not marry from. You consider it. Is he a Christian? Is he a Muslim? Is he somebody I can share my life with? For you, it's not a red flag. But when your parents begin to raise eyebrow, your mind begins to waver. And you begin to say it's a red flag. Now, if a counselor begins to intervene, a counselor will guide, not advise. Do it this way. Look at it this way. Look at it this way. Gone are the days when even when you say you have met somebody, the church will say, don't worry, if your parents say no, we will stand for you. We'll be your mother. But the church has now known that the place of your parents
cannot be overridden.
It cannot be overridden.
Yes.
God forbid anything happens in future. Your parents, your relations will still have something.
Exactly.
So what we consider as a red flag, if it's something that you know in future, if a counselor feel that this something is that it will determine your happiness in future. For example, you have not married somebody and it's already touching your cheeks, not even slapping. It's already touching your cheeks.
No, maybe doing like this for you.
Exactly. You are talking and it's already doing like this.
Yes.
It's already doing like
Fuming.
this. You see, you need to be careful. Not to talk of when he has actually slapped you. Don't give it a second thought. Yes, don't give it a second thought because I was doing a program on domestic violence. It was online, and it was for singles. A guy and his intending wife to be they were both on the program. Do you know it was from that moment, after that program they parted ways. The lady is happily married today. Because the guy she was going to say, don't worry, all this nonsense you are doing, by the time we get married, you'll not do them again. That is a red flag. It's telling you that I cannot take this from you. If somebody is saying, I cannot take this from you, then back out. If you know you cannot take it.
Yes, you cannot change.
You cannot change. Then back out. There are so many other ladies out there.
Yes.
There are so many other men out there. Then, why is it difficult for some people to say, I cannot take it anymore. I want to back out. We were discussing something earlier on before we came on air that how about the intimacy that we both enjoy.
Yes.
The sex.
Exactly.
Those who are involved in premarital.
Yes, it's the lady's fault. Nobody opened her legs. She opened her leg by herself. And I will tell you that abstinence of sex before marriage makes a lady to think straight. Because sex actually bonds you.
Yes.
And the Bible says it's for you in marriage
blocks
to
everything.
bond you, to make you long for the
Remember
man who has
15th
gone out
way.
from since morning. You long for him to come back. And from the door, you have already said, oh, my darling, you are welcome. You have prepared his food. Not somebody who say, welcome, your food is there. something is wrong. So when a man comes and said, this is what I want, and he's pretending, I say, I want to know if you are compatible sexually, it's not for you.
Okay.
Let him know the truth. Let them know the
I have
truth.
a
If they
quick
want to stay, they
question.
will stay.
Okay.
I have a quick question. You know, we have another story about this marriage thing, and I want to ask: is not kissing a red flag? You know, there are some people that will say, we have a story here. He doesn't kiss
That
his
since
wife.
they
He
got
just
married,
open
he
and
has
close.
never kissed her.
Yeah, so
All
it's
he
kissing
does is
a red flag, or not
the
kissing a
sex.
red flag. And secondly, you talked about the premarital sex. You know, we have people that will say they want to know the size
Of
The
of the
compatibility.
yes, if he or she can have this satisfaction, you know, so they want to do this trial by error or whatever. I don't know if I can call it that. So is it? I don't know how I'm going to put this.
Is
Is
it
it
wrong?
right or is it wrong?
it is wrong.
So how do we now know if this person is
He's able.
capable to handle us? You know?
Yes, Remy knows me that I talk about premarital counseling a
Yes.
lot. And when it comes to this thing, the area of sex is always the last topic when it comes to premarital counseling, because it will bring out so many things that you yourself, that if you are very innocent, it will bring out so many things you yourself you have not had, or you have had, but it will make you to long for it at that moment. You get what I'm saying? So when they are finished counseling you, the two of you that day, they will tell you, go straight to your house. Don't even have
Branch.
don't
You know,
branch
in those
anywhere
days,
where
they
you
used to
can-
do it in
you
my
can be-
church.
you can be where you can be alone.
Yes.
They have reason.
Yes, or
Now,
maybe if
they will
someone
tell
will be
you,
with
they
you.
will guide you. You are allowed to ask questions. Okay, if you say we should not do this thing, how do I know it's compatible? How do I know she can? You know, like your brother will say, ìgbéyàwó ọjà òkùnkùn ni. But that's what we don't want to. The Gen Z don't want to accept now.
Torchlights.
I told you,
You want to
earlier,
see everything.
before we came on air, that there's a way that Siemens writes to a man. I'm a Christian, but the end thereof is destruction. Now there's a manual, which is the Bible. That does not mean that because you're a Christian, you are doing that, you not have challenges, but it's minimal. You know why it is minimal? You know who to run to when that problems arises. Now you must have been told some things in counseling. Now I'll go back to the Bible again. It is what you know, what you have heard, what you have read, that the Holy Spirit will bring to your remembrance.
Yes.
I will give an example. I had a challenge sometimes, not too long, and it's like, God, I wasn't praying. I said, God, how do I handle this? And what I had was that, deal with your spouse according to knowledge. It is scripture. So that knowledge is, what do I know about him? When he's annoyed, how does he behave? When it comes to this, how does then it solve the problem?
Okay, let me cut in here. Let me cut in. Let's go to the aspect of, you did something for someone in relationship. You're having a relationship,
Yeah.
not because you started on the fact that I'm giving you this because I want to marry you,
Yes.
or because we are going to end up marrying. We've been having a relationship. Let's take the sex away.
All right.
The sex thing, like you said, now you, the woman, now your fault. But there could be been other things that you bore in that relationship while you were dating.
Being
You
there,
both
yes,
together.
emotional
Together, right?
aspect and all
And then
that.
in the process, you are giving a gift. What's this about taking gifts back? Let me also paint another scenario of a guy who roofed his girlfriend's father's house, and when he proposed to the girl said no, and he called all his friends together. They removed the roof from the father's house. I mean, we've had cases, different cases of I opened a salon for
you,
and
yes.
at the end
Don't
of the
go
day,
back
you're
to
not
the
marrying
salon.
me.
See, let me tell you, in a
take things back.
relationship, you should set boundaries. Then relationship should be defined. Some people will say they're in a relationship 4 years, 5 years,
They
7
never
years.
know where they go.
You are not serious.
You've not asked those questions.
You have even
Where are we
asked.
going to?
You have even asked, and the guy said, I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
I'm still looking for a better job. Then please look for a better man. That is
Okay,
true.
as he's looking for a
Now,
better job,
there
she
is-
should be
there
looking
is-
for a
there is
better
a
man.
question mark there. it is often said that ladies go for the man that is ready.
Ready, yes.
If you know you are not ready as a man, don't engage a woman. A woman is very dicey because for you, I mean, you can wait. For her, she said, no, I want my father will soon. My father is old. They are looking for grandchildren. She wants to move ahead. It depends on what goes for the two of you. Put your cards on the table. Define this relationship. Are we just here for a while, or we are just looking at? We are just
Or just
friends,
having fun, or
just having fun. I don't know what the
it's
kind of
for
fun
the
they're
future.
having, but then put your cards. I tell ladies, if you are not ready for marriage, don't engage a man. I advise friendship, but your friendship should be defined.
So what about those people that will say, let's see how it goes?
See how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
Even when you enter a public transport, you must have a destination.
Yes.
It's either you drop on the way or you are going all the way. So you yourself must know. You must ask questions. You must ask questions in relationship, for heaven's sake. You have to ask questions. Don't
But
just go
somebody-
ahead.
you haven't hit the nail on the head. Like you've given gifts to someone.
So someone
in a
Okay,
relationship.
good.
Okay.
Should you recall it when it
Well,
turns out?
well,
This will be our last question, so that because we still
it
have.
depends on individual. For example, we have some ladies, don't worry. The guy will come and say, I want something. Don't worry, I can afford it. She does it. This and this, then she does it. And the guy is the one is siphoned from you. She is not ready. The girl may not be able to. It is even most of the time it is guys that said, I want those things back. Not even ladies.
Not the ladies.
Not
Yes.
ladies.
And it should be common with the ladies, but it's not with
How
the
much
ladies. It's
do
more,
ladies actually give?
including wigs. Do you know that some people go to the extent of
Ladies
collecting
give
wigs
it.
from
Lady gives a
from
lot.
partners?
Ladies give like
No,
this,
when I'm talking
like
about
this question that what are you
tangible,
bringing to the table that is everywhere.
Yeah.
The lady herself is the table.
Yeah.
Because she bends down and gives herself 100% in everything. You get what I'm saying? So when you are asking something back, number one, you have a small mind. Number two, it's your fault. Because you did not define what you wanted. You just wanted to lay the carpet down and let her walk when you don't have a destination. Then that set boundaries, like I said. If you ask people who are counselors, this, ask questions. There are some things you don't do for now.
That's it.
In
I
any
like that. There should
relationship.
be limits to what you do.
Exactly.
I
while
think,
relationship
I think
is.
that's a good place to leave it. There are things you don't do for now. We can go on and on because it's quite an interesting topic, but we still have the last lap of the show to go into. Thank you so much, Bolade Bola, for always answering our call whenever
we
on the
call,
program.
we really appreciate. Thank you.
All right, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll go to Trending Stories. Please, do stay with us.